Welcome back. I'm Soudy, Director of User Experience here at Neuron. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and it's really just a short commentary. It's based on my own experience over the past 20 years as an entrepreneur, a business advisor, and a Director of User Experience, and also with conversations I've had with one of our advisors who's a VP at a major venture capital company. And so one of the things we talk about a lot is, why is it that so few companies actually create these to die for experiences, these great services, these great products? You know, we can kind of think of the usual suspects, whether it's Apple or any other company like that, where, you know, they just do things really, really right. And I think we have to remember that in business, you either sell a product or a service. So in the end, where the rubber meets the road is you sell a product or a service. Sometimes it's a combination of both. In fact, typically, even if you're product-centric or service-centric, you have a little bit of cross-selling. But someone has to pick up that product or experience that service and say, that was amazing. That was incredible. That was really smooth. That was great. And you end up, like Apple, you end up with a loyal fan base. You end up with, consumers who end up marketing for you. You end up with a very, very low customer acquisition cost because people just sort of spread the word virally. And I think that the reason we don't have that is in modern management structures, which are often centered towards large companies, which have process, brand, channel, and capital. And they need that, right? Because they need to be able to produce hundreds of thousands of units per day or service millions of customers and so on, where small companies tend to have speed, agility, and innovation. So what we have to be careful of and what we have to be conscious of is balancing the two. Because when we look at a large corporate structure and we have the CEO, the CFO, the COO, and so on, how many of those people are really good product designers? I don't know. Sometimes it seems that we're just amazed when the CEO, as in the case of the late Steve Jobs or today with Richard Branson, if that person's a really good designer, if in another lifetime that person could have been a designer, we're kind of amazed. But maybe that's how we should be re-examining things. Maybe we should be looking at things today as if the CEO should really be the person that's focused on creating that amazing product and service, and that other things like running the company is just extremely important, finance, all of those things, but maybe that should be the jobs strictly of the COO, the CFO, and that the CEO should really be focused on the customer experience. So hopefully one day that may change. I'm sure some companies are already starting to change that. And I think some people, especially those who are sort of forward-looking, are starting to see the need for being design-centric at the very top of a company. Thanks for listening. Take care.